And our Decision 2025 continues in Lexington County. Two candidates are vying for the Republican nomination to replace former state representative R.J. May, who pleaded guilty to 5 charges of distributing child sexual abuse material. Voters are going to be deciding in a runoff on Tuesday between John Lastinger and Brian Duncan. Lastinger is a pastor, Duncan a business owner. The winner faces Democrat J. Chuck Hightower in December. Both candidates have run for state office before. Naomi Popa spoke to both of them on why they say they deserve your vote.
John Lastinger is a pastor whose desire to run for House District 88 is fueled by his faith.
35 years God's been prepping me for this so that we can see one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Lastinger has made his priorities clear. He intends to focus on the district's roads, infrastructure, growth, and improving literature in the state's education system. He believes growth in the county has been driven by greed and hopes to work with local elected officials and the community to address it.
Well, I don't get it. They build things and then try to figure out how we're going to fix getting to and out of that area. That should have been part of the preoperative planning in the very beginning.
Brian Duncan is a 20-year military veteran and father. He believes his district is one of the fastest growing parts of the county. While Duncan says growth is good, he believes it should pay for itself, wanting developers to play a role in the sustainability of the county's infrastructure.
You have to have police, fire, and medical to be able to handle that, and even more so importantly, the schools. And the schools are packed, and no one wants to see 40, 50 kids per teacher kind of thing in the schools, and I don't either.
Duncan wants more funding for District 88, hoping to use those funds to support its first responders, road widening, and infrastructure.
Unfortunately, in the past couple of years, we've had no representation in House District 88, and what I plan to do is bring our fair share of money back to the district so that we can help improve those roads and improve those infrastructures that are so desperately needed.
One issue dividing Republicans in South Carolina is on how restrictive the state's abortion law should be. Some, including the governor, say the current law banning most abortions after 6 weeks, with exceptions for rape victims and fetal anomalies, should be left as it is. But other Republicans are pushing for South Carolina to implement what would be the nation's most restrictive abortion law, a total ban from conception, with exceptions only allowed to save the mother's life. The debate could resurface at the State House soon.
So if it came to a vote at the House floor, you would vote in favor of a total ban?
Oh yes, if your definition of total ban is from conception on.
What's in place, I think, is a good resting spot.
R.J. May was the last person who held this seat until his federal indictment led to his suspension and then resignation this summer. Before that, May was most known as a founder and former leader of the ultra-conservative South Carolina Freedom Caucus, which frequently butts heads with the Republican leadership in the House of Representatives. I asked both candidates where they would align themselves.
I will not be joining the Freedom Caucus. The voters of Lexington County and District 88 are not sending me down to Columbia to play caucus politics.
I am not going to commit to any caucus at this time. I don't want to. I want to get in. As a matter of fact, my first term in there, I may not join any caucus whatsoever.